Hola and welcome to Everything We Ate in Portugal. We started off our trip in Porto. As a foodie, I usually plan out where to eat, but this time we just went based off of the locals' recommendations. The first stop was Taberna Santo Antonio. Aside from canned tuna, I don't eat fish, but I knew coming to Portugal that I needed to try their fish. You can't just come to Portugal and not eat the fish. So I ditched my typical "I'm allergic to fish" catchphrase and got over it. We started with pastel de bacalhau, this little fritter consisting of potatoes, parsley, eggs, and codfish. We asked the waiter for recommendations and he kind of just ordered for us, but I think these were sardinias. Then as you see in that beautiful bowl, we have some Portuguese beans and rice. And being half Mexican, if I don't have beans at least once a week, I will lose my pigmentation. So I was very satisfied. And this was some sort of like sausage stew. Oh my goodness. The seasonings that they use are just so unique. Back to these crispy little sardines. Matt's from Florida, so he's already a fish boy. But me, I'm a smeller.
It's definitely fishy.
Not bad though, right?
Not bad.
I was clearly indifferent about them, but they were tasty. One thing about me and Matt is we love our caffeine. And the caffeine over here in Europe is so potent and so pure, yet you don't feel like you've done crack after drinking it. Another thing about me and Matt is we always end a meal with, now I need something sweet. So we got some sweet. Creamy, rich chocolate mousse.
He said they won the best dessert in Porto 3 months in a row. So good?
Then our waiter gifted us a ginger shot, Portuguese cherry liqueur. We rode in a cable car up to this hilltop to watch the sunset. We purchased some Superboc, which is a Portuguese cerveza, and we just vibed out with all these people.
Did I play good air guitar? Thank you.
After a couple Superbocs, we got the super munchies. So we made our way over to the McDonald's of Porto. A bronze eagle, chandeliers, stained glass. Were we underdressed?
Oh, they have the
What?
They have chicken wings.
What the hell? See? A McRoyal?
Royal cheese.
That's probably what I'll get, a meal. I'll do a Coke Zero. I don't think I have, just the fries.
Pea soup, green pea soup, crisp. Do you want potato sauce?
What is that, ranch?
I think it's like mayo.
No, I'm good. That's mayo, no thanks.
Okay. The little coffee.
We McFeasted and then went to McSleep. The next day was an action-packed adventure, wine tasting in the Douro Valley. We got picked up before our hotel started serving breakfast, so we went down the street and got a little espresso and a pastry at a cafeteria. After a few hours of weaving through Portugal's rolling hills, we arrived to the Douro River. Our first sip of green grape wine.
To open your appetite. Cheers.
Salud.
Exactly.
For lunch was a traditional Portuguese restaurant where we started with bread, wine, and olives. There was no way for me to get a cute photo of the sausage, but trust me when I tell you it was unlike anything you've ever tasted. They kept bringing us dish after dish, starting with pork and red wine with veggies, lamb stew, fava bean stew, and just when we couldn't get enough, they brought out some port wine drunken cake. And I know people got real problems with the word moist, but that is the definition of this cake. And would you look at that, another espresso. After that meal, this is how we felt. We were in a food coma. And yet, we were on to the next wine tasting. This wine tasting also included some olive oil tasting, and although we were filled to the brim, we still made room in our tummies for some delicious, bright, and flavorful olive oil, nothing like we tasted before. After hours of wine tasting, we got back to the hotel and took a much-needed nap. We woke up groggily with a vicious hunger. We wandered the streets and found this cozy pasta restaurant that felt like a warm hug, and the food tasted like it too. Next stop, Coimbra. We had a few-hour drive to Sintra, so we stopped here to hold our tummies over. And I know what you're gonna say, Italian food in Portugal? You're in Portugal, why aren't you eating the Portuguese food? But we can never say no to pasta, especially taking into consideration that Italy is a lot closer to Portugal than it is to California, so when are we gonna get pasta this good again? I rest my case and indulge on this virtual plate. We arrived to the beautiful fairy tale of Sintra. Our hotel was located right in Old Town Sintra, so we walked around looking for a restaurant, but honestly, sometimes you just gotta go the room service route. They left some welcome pastel de natas in our room, so we felt like the room service would be good. I got a warm, juicy steak sandwich, and Matt got a crispy, creamy Caesar salad. The next day, we went sightseeing at the Pena Palace, and then we returned back to Old Town Sintra to do some exploring. And when you find cherry liqueur in a chocolate shot glass being sold out of a little window, you buy it and you drink it in the streets, and you enjoy it. And I gotta shout out our taxi driver for telling us about these travesseros right here. They are pillowy, golden, crispy pastries with an almond egg custard on the inside, and they taste like heaven. Travesseros and the quejadas are unique to Sintra, so you have to try them here and you have to try them at Casa Periquita. And remember to always trust the locals on their food recommendations. I never really knew what tapas were, but apparently they're just little shareables. I'm indecisive when it comes to food, so I love that we had options. Our options consisted of bread, vegetable soup, codfish salad with chickpeas and peppers, sautéed beef cubes, fried chicken wings, and fried potato pills. We also got this super cute dessert that looked like a potted plant. It was strawberry cheesecake with a crispy cookie crumble on top. On our way to Beja in the Alentejo region, we stopped in Evora. And would you believe me if I told you that I ordered more pasta? This one was made with mushrooms, beans, asparagus, tomatoes, olives, parmesan shavings, and egg yolk. And Matt got flaky oven-roasted codfish drenched in olive oil. We arrived to Herdad de Maladinho Nova. Waiting for us in our room were some local snacks and some crisp white wine. We ate at the hotel's restaurant, which started with a rustic spread of sourdough bread, serpe cheese, prosciutto, butter, and olive oil. For my main, I got a beef Wellington. I'm such a breakfast girl. I love breakfast, as long as it's not too early in the morning. And this hotel breakfast changed our world. Beautifully plated fresh fruit, freshly made bread, freshly squeezed orange juice, espresso shots on demand. Did you see those mini avocado toasts? Rewind it. Also made these perfect fluffy omelets. And there's just something so refreshing, so grounding about eating in nature. And that's pretty much how we spent every meal, eating in nature, listening to the beautiful birds chirping, admiring the beautiful scenery, all while pleasuring the taste buds. Everything that we ate at this restaurant was so perfect, so seasonal, so rustic.
It's weird. It is like a savory cherry. Now that you said that, I kind of.
Get this, whenever I eat pork in the States, I get bad dreams, but this pork, no bad dreams whatsoever. This right here was a fava bean stew, and Matt got something fishy. And this is their drunken pear cake. Wish time travel was a thing so I could travel back in time and eat this again. On our last day being here, we went horseback riding. If you want to see the full vlog, the full itinerary, go check it out. I just posted it. But this is the day that we learned how to make Alentejo bread. So of course I had to put this in the vlog of everything that we ate in Portugal. Not only did we learn how to make it, but of course we got to eat it, and they let us keep all of the breads that we made. And they weren't just bread. We pimped them out with different toppings such as cheese, meat, pumpkin, jam, so many flavorful options. I highly recommend taking a cooking class whenever you travel somewhere. It's gonna be something that we for sure do on all of our future trips, because not only do you get the experience of making it, but you get to bring home the recipe with you. After we left the Alentejo region, we traveled down to the Algarve. Here we visited Lagos, and sometimes your gut microbiome just craves what you eat at home, which for us in America is a burger. But here, these weren't just any burgers and fries. We tried a burger that had pineapple on it. Do you hear me? Pineapple. I never had pineapple on a burger. And don't get me started on the batatas. These potatoes were crispy and drenched in garlic aioli sauce. Afterwards, we needed a little pick-me-up and also something a little sweet. So we got the best of both worlds, an affogato, which is gelato with espresso. I also wanted to try a pastry that was unique to the Algarve region, so we stopped at a pasteleria for Adom Rodrigo, which has egg yolk, sugar, almonds, and cinnamon, and fios de ovos, which are delicate egg threads, so kind of like a shredded type of texture. One thing I regret not trying in the Algarve were the queijo de figos, which are these delicacies with ground figs and almonds, so we're just gonna have to go back and try them. The morning we left the Algarve, we went kayaking, and our kayaking guide recommended this restaurant. This was such a cool little coastal brunch spot. We got double shots of espresso, I got some shakshuka toast, Matt got like a salmon and lox burger, and then we split these divine matcha pancakes. They were just the right amount of sweet and served with the matcha cream and thinly sliced mango. Our final destination was Lisbon. We just so happened to get here on the first day of their celebration, the Feast of St. Anthony. They had so many street food vendors, and we tried the best bifana, which is a juicy pork sandwich. And lastly, the food that I ate every single day in Portugal, the pastel de nata. I found that these tasted different everywhere that I went, but they all had one thing in common. They were unforgettable. Lightly sweet custard in the center of a delicious golden flaky crust with the top caramelized to a gentle crispiness. And that's how we ate our way through Portugal. Bye!